Kolkata will be the city of joy today because India have put on a performance for the ages to ensure that they have stamped their ticket for the semi-finals. Sanju Samson stole the show. Or did he? Because we are all wondering who might come for the post-match press conference. And after a couple of months of absence, head coach Gautam Gambhir came for the press conference. And there was plenty of things that he spoke about, but the primary focus was on three things. Sanju Samson, contributions in the team, whether India is peaking at the right time or not, and why even Shivam Dube's knock today was as important as Sanju Samson's 97. Now, basically, Sanju Samson dominated the entire press conference that took place for close to 14-15 minutes. On that, he said, Sanju Samson is a world-class player. When the team needed him the most, he delivered. Sanju Samson, there has never been any questions about his talent. The main questions are about his inconsistency, which is a valid, legitimate point that we raise. Because see, even when he had those centuries against South Africa, he had 2 centuries, but he also had 2 ducks. That is the roller coaster nature of Sanju Samson at this point in time. Now, 22 of 9, 24 of 15 did not throw the detractors off. But this has silenced the detractors. And it's glad that at this particular point in time, Sanju Samson has managed to do that. Because there were plenty of question marks why over Sanju Samson. Why was there so many question marks over Sanju Samson? 46 runs, 5 matches against New Zealand. Gambhir said that, had a tough series against New Zealand, so it's important to give some time off as well. But we always knew he will deliver for India. Now, this is a bit confounding. Yes, it was important that, okay, you don't play some games, you take a bit of time off and then ensure, okay, you come back refreshed. But this statement, but we always knew he will deliver for India. If that is the case, why drop him on a consistent basis? At the drop of a hat, on a whim, the first major candidate to get knocked out from the team sheet is Sanju Samson. Always. Which is why, if you know that he will always deliver for India, make him play on a consistent basis. Don't drop him. But that is not the way how Indian cricket works at this particular point in time. Now, on the due factor and whether that is going to impact the Indian cricket team in certain pressure situations, Gambhir did say that bilaterals and World Cups weren't the conditions the same. He mentioned bilaterals are different than World Cup. We did get a lot of due in bilaterals, but not so much here in the first half of the tournament. The pressure is different. One has to acknowledge that the pressure quotient heading into a World Cups is way different if you are fighting for a decider in a bilateral series. The due factor today in Kolkata, there was lots of due. And that is the reason why you have to be prepared for this whole thing. Gambhir and India have prepared well. That is why they managed to come out on top against the West Indies. But India now, after that loss against South Africa, seems to have gotten their campaign back on track. But are they peaking at the right time? Are they not peaking at the right time? Gambhir had this to say. He said, I don't believe in peaking at the right time. It is the World Cup and you have to win every game you play for India. That is the situation. Gambhir and the team management are taking it on a match by match basis, situation by situation basis. And because of that, India will really be hoping that they do not suffer those lapses that they used to have in the T20 World Cups or the ICC events in the past. But finally, it was all about Sanju Samson's 97. Or is it? Gambhir was very quick to point out that, boss, a 97 is equally important, but an 8 from Shivam Dube and a 27 from Tilak Verma is equally important. He mentioned, every contribution matters. The big contributions make headlines, small contributions make a difference. Today, had Shivam Dube not scored those two fours, India would have struggled to chase down whatever target was there in the final over. It would have been nerves, pressure. Tilak Verma's cameo and Hardik Pandya's cameos ensured that India always kept abreast with the required rate. Sanju just played all around them. And that is why Gambhir has instilled a belief in the team that, okay, you have our backing, you have got a total role clarity, we have addressed the weaknesses, and that is why now it will take something of a miracle to stop the Indian cricket team, because they have the winning momentum in their hands. But Sanju Samson, kudos to him for ensuring that despite the roller coaster journey, he continues to have that belief that he can do it. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.